们今生注定是沧桑，不知来要笑着走过呀。朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记呀，我们今生兄弟情一场。
Hi, my name is Madam Sabi, your trusted partner for Chinese sourcing and procurement. And just like I promised, a part 2 to what you need if you're traveling to China. This is part 2, and based on popular demand, I'm here again. So there are some parts that I really did not speak on because I needed a separate video to explain, and that's what I'll be doing today. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Let's get your feedback. See, I'm a very busy person. Oh. That's just the truth. I'm a very busy person, but because I am just determined to push out content, I just had to seal off, to ensure that the content keeps coming, educational content like I promised. And the part 2 will be, when you get to the immigration, we spoke on the things that you needed in the last video: the Chinese visa, your passport, flight accommodation, Chinese apps, travel apps, and the rest of that. You can just go back to that video and watch it. I took my time to explain. So once you're done with your immigration at the Chinese airport, at the port of entry, and you are done, and while you are doing your immigration, don't be scared. As long as you know that everything that you provided for your visa is legit and complete, you have all the documents, travel reservation, your round trip, your flight ticket showing your round trip to and fro, you don't have to be scared. You don't have to be scared. Whatever question they ask is not like going to heaven. You are actually going to China. Yeah. So once you are done with your immigration, I said that you need to hold dollars, even if it is, except maybe somebody has traveled to China before, you've been to China before, and you have Chinese RMB, they call it yuan or RMB. You have it, and you have some. But if you don't, I want to assume that you are just going to China. Go with dollars, $50 or $100, at least to navigate your way, or 200, 500,000, few thousands of dollars. Once you get, after you finish your immigration, now this is how the Chinese airport is. Once you're done with your immigration, automatically they open the gate for you to go down, and then you wait for your luggage. After you get your luggage, in fact, you will see Chinese people that can even speak English small, telling you, do your VPN, buy your Chinese SIM, China world. Where to go, they'll be telling you, do like this, calm down. Madam Sabi say, calm down, coolele. The reason is that, of course, that happened to each and every one of us. Once, if you're going to China for the very first time, you would have experienced this. But don't be in a rush, because as a first timer, the first thing that comes to your mind is that, let me quickly buy the SIM. I've not been able to reach out to people, my family. Maybe somebody is waiting for you, especially if someone is not even waiting to pick you up, and you're just trying to navigate your way down to your hotel and the rest of that. What you just do is you walk down, or you ask where you can change. So you can just change $50. Don't change more than that, because the exchange rate at the airport is quite high, and that's because they know that a lot of foreigners are coming in and they don't even know how it works. So it's normal business. You get it? So hold few dollars, change the dollars. When you change the dollars, by the time you are done with your luggage, you would then see Chinese people telling you taxis. See, that airport is so big that you can miss your way if you are not conversant with the airport. There's a road to metro that can take you to wherever you are going to, at least some of the places that you're going to. But I would not advise you as a first timer to try that method, because you can miss your way. The airport is so big. I'm telling you from experience. My very first time, I missed my way. Despite the fact that they told me, go because the airport is so big. And descriptions are in Chinese. So, and if you want to speak with any one of them there, most of them don't even understand English. They will practically even be laughing at you, because there's cultural differences, there's language barrier. So, but you will see taxi people Some of them can even speak one or two English. Taxi, 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 taxi. And don't forget that most people don't actually book for their accommodation. They only reserve. So meaning that is when they get to China that they will navigate. Now, I let me say this, let me chip this in. I've heard people say that when you are going to China, don't meet with people, stay alone, blah blah blah. Well, it is possible because of how terrible people can be and experiences of people. The truth is that you can meet with someone at the airport that wants to pair with you in the hotel, which is not bad. You just have to be extra careful and vigilant because you're just meeting the person for the first. It's just like I'm meeting you for the first time. I'm extra careful. I'm not, unnecessarily careless till I know the person that I'm dealing with. If it is to sleep and to wake up and you are not moving with a lot of cash, no, you can still, get by. But of course, if you don't want to, it is not compulsory, right? So by the time you are done, you're already hearing taxi, taxi, taxi. So I'm just going to show you simple steps to navigating your way as a first timer in China, as a stranger in China, just going to China for the very first time. By the time you're hearing taxi, 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 just tell them tonton. Read my lips, tonton. At least make sure you practice tonton, tonton, tonton. Very simple. Everybody, virtually everybody in Guangzhou, because of course, let me chip this in. Most of the time when people go to China, they come through Guangzhou route. That's the Guangzhou airport. So I'm speaking from Guangzhou airport, perspective. You are coming in from that side. So please, whatever I say is based on that because most people that are coming to China for business come through Guangzhou airport. So whatever I'm saying will be based on that because that's the popular route of most travelers or foreigners that are coming into China. So you just tell them tonton, right? Tonton. When you tell them tonton, they know tonton. They know tonton. It is an hotel. It is an area. Aside the tonton hotel, there are stores, buildings, tonton. So by the time they understand tonton, now the truth is that they might want to overcharge you, which is normal as a stranger in a land that you're just trying to navigate your way and you don't know your way. I think taking 50 or 75 RMB you can spare just to get your way. But of course, when they tell you, remember that we said download Chinese app that you can use to translate, right? So they can tell you 100 RMB, or even if you've not downloaded, they can tell you pay 150. They can type 150 for you. You collect the phone or bring out your own phone. Try to beat it down by maybe 50 RMB lesser. As a Nigerian, we like to price things, even bread we price. So you can bring out your phone and do it for one or two people. But most at times you just arrived, you're tired, exhausted, you just want to lay your head. So you can still spare with that. Then you take the taxi. They will take you out to where. Don't be scared. China is quite safe and secured. I can tell you this for a fact. Like the number of times that I will go and buy stuff, goods, and I will forget it at supplier's store, and I will go back, I will meet it there, or they will keep it for me. So there are cameras everywhere. So don't be scared. So once you agree, they'll take you to where their taxi is. Sometimes they can pair you with another person, or sometimes it might just be you. They'll take you outside. You enter, they drop you at Tonton. Trust me, they will drop you at Tonton. The journey might look like 20, 25, 30 minutes because it's quite far from the airport. But trust me, they will drop you at Tonton. When they drop you at Tonton, you'd have even seen that Tonton. There's an hotel there. Now, I am not saying that you should lodge in Tonton Hotel. I don't have any issues about that hotel, but that hotel, I feel like a lot of foreigners, when they come in, that's where they are going to. There are a lot of beautiful, beautiful hotels in China that you will enjoy yourself. For people that you like privacy, you don't want noise, or you don't care, there are a lot of hotels. So when they drop you at Tonton, now, two things I'll tell you. Two things. Don't forget that we've not changed, we've not gotten Chinese SIM. One. Two, and we've not done VPN. So we cannot really communicate with people. You can just enter into that Tonton and then drop your luggage. There's nothing will happen to your luggage. No evil will befall it. Let me put it in that way, in that word. And just beside the tonton, ask for biggie. Now, this is an unpaid ad. I'm sharing this because this person is also in Nigerian and has been useful, and that's what he has been doing for people. If you need me to write the address in Chinese or drop the card, I will. It is an unpaid ad. An unpaid ad. The reason is that because you're a foreigner, they can give you a SIM. Sometimes the SIM at the airport usually have issues. Normally, your SIM comes when you recharge, it comes with data and airtime for you to communicate. But at times that maybe after like 3 4 days, the data finishes right from the airport. So that's why I want you to take your time and not be in a hurry. Don't rush. Calm down. So you can ask for biggie, or I can try and drop the address in Chinese. You can show, and then people will take. If you are scared that you don't want any of your luggage, and of course, if you are going to China for business, you should not be going with two big luggages. Small one is okay. Small one is okay, because I mean, you buy clothes, you see a lot of things. Why are you going with heavy load? Why are you going with heavy load? So by the time you get to biggie store and shop, you tell him to do your Chinese SIM. It will help you around it. Of course, with a fee, it is not free. There's no free lunch principle. To do your Chinese SIM, it will do VPN for you for your WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is not allowed in China. So you need a VPN to use your WhatsApp. TikTok is also not allowed in China. And for some of you that you have your businesses on TikTok, you want to be able to communicate. You will go to a store, you are buying goods, you want to make video and post so that people will see what you're buying and then buy from you. So you do your SIM that comes with data, and then you do VPN for WhatsApp, that immediately you can get messages coming into your phone. And if you want to use TikTok, let him do VPN for TikTok for you. And also, please be careful. This is me literally begging you. Me literally begging you. Don't, in fact, to change dollars at the airport, even though it's high, is better than when you get to that side and then people are telling you, change money, change money, change money, change money. You will hear like 100 people, as long as they see you carrying box, or you're not carrying box, or you're a foreigner, you hear them tell you, change money, change money. Don't listen to them. There are a lot of fake money that if you go to where they are buying and you present, they will not collect, or you can be arrested. So you have to be extremely careful who you are changing your money with, so that you don't enter one chance, especially your dollars, right? So you do your SIM, your VPN. Once everything is done, then you know that you can communicate with people. People can communicate with you. Then you can now go back, and you see the whole of that line from the bridge, the traffic lights at the front, down to after you long. Okay, you might not know you long because it's your first time. Down to beauty exchange, because Tonton is beside beauty exchange. Once you go, there are hotels all around. Let's not even say that you don't like the hotels there. There are hotels around that after you've done your VP and all of that, you can just search, or even tell Biggie or tell anybody that you are looking for a good hotel, depending on the amount you want to spend. Because some of you want cheap hotel, don't want to look for expensive hotel. There are hostels that you can share with other people in China if you want to stay in hostel. And if you want to stay in the hotel, of course, those are part of the things that you plan when trying to come to China. You need a lot of money for some things, not so much, but though you need money for hotel, you need money to move around. Transportation is not cheap in China. By the time you are converting, you're already having a headache. So you don't even want to be missing your way or to be going left from right. You just be frustrated at that point in time. And so you do that. By the time you do your WhatsApp, your TikTok and all of that, if you will be staying with someone in China, make sure that in the next 24 hours, they go and register you at the nearest police station for clearance. The reason is this: China doesn't joke with security. The truth is that once you enter, they know you've entered. Everywhere you are going to, they can pick. In fact, as you are walking around, always hold your passport, because If you are to navigate from one metro to another, you need your passport. If you are traveling from one city to another, your passport will be scanned. You don't even want them to stop you, and you're not your passport is like one of the vital, because as once they scan, they can see, they know where you're at different points in time. So I beg you, always hold your passport. Your passport is like your wallet, like your purse. Make sure nothing happens to it. Make sure it is safe. Make sure it is secure. So if you are staying with someone, the person will obviously take you to the, so that you get clearance that this is where I am. I no lost. Nothing happened to me. I am staying with somebody. It helps you. And then, most importantly, before you travel, do your research well. And of course, see, if you'll be traveling to China in December, it will be very nice of you that it's not a big deal paying to get trained or mentored on some places, maybe at the rest location and the rest of that. you know it's not pride. It's not anybody that comes and tell you that you don't need help, you can deal with China without any guidance. They are lying to you. Because even me, Madam Sabi, I had people that helped me, you know when I traveled to China. I had people, my first time in China, I had people that practically held my hands. And that's after I've done several research. I did research. I will not sleep at night that this China, I want to go, what is happening there, what is stopping there. I want to know. Even at that, when you get there, you still need someone to pin you in that direction and all of that. And you don't expect that you stop someone there on the road and say they should. Everybody, by the time you come to China, say everybody's busy with their life, doing something. They don't joke with their time. They have break time. They have lunch. And that's why sometimes when you are chatting with Chinese in Nigeria, there are times that they will not respond to you and they will tell you that, sorry, I went for lunch. They don't joke with their lunch, and they have time that they close because they get paid by hours. And by the time they close, there are some that once they close, they don't attend to you again because they chat with maybe their company phone or WeChat or maybe Alibaba until the next day. So make sure you do your research well. Get trained, get educated. At least it helps you that you have an idea of what you are going to China. At least, if not all, you have an idea. And some of you have shipping agent that you've been using. Now, I've heard people say that your shipping agent owe you. The truth is that nobody owe you anything in this life. And that's just the truth. I'm sorry, but that's just the simple truth. Nobody owe you anything in this life. Yes, the fact that you are using them, because they are also busy with their lives. They work they open by 4, they close sometimes 2, 3 a.m. packing goods. By the time you are waking up, they are just sleeping. So by the time you even want to reach out to them, they are sleeping. Shipping agents, they are sleeping. And not all of them understand or knows all the markets. Let's be sincere with ourselves. I agree that this is educational. And I'm telling you because this is what I know and this is what I have been into. Not all of them know the market. At least they can help you one way or the other. And imagine they have to deal with a lot of people. So do you want to base your life on, you owe me, I've been using your cargo, you have to, nobody owes you. If you've made up your mind that you are going to China, do research. There are some of us are just so lazy. Or get paid for research. You can send a comment or send a DM, and then we'll pick it up from there if you want to get mentored or trained about the Chinese market, or you want to come to China. There are some things that you are still doubting one way or the other. It will work. I would walk you through it, of course. So make sure that you do your research very, very well. Do your research before you travel. Understand the timing you are going to China. Is it during winter? If you are going during winter, very soon the weather will start getting cold, and now you see that a lot of factories are producing winter clothes, winter wears, because by December like this, you see all of us gag up. You see people gag up like this, wearing, because like I always tell people, you see China weather, when it's hot, it's extreme. When it's cold, it's extreme. They don't like stay in the middle. Maybe that's why God has blessed them to have so much knowledge and know so much and can produce anything. The only thing that I've not seen Chinese people do is produce human being. And that's because God is the Almighty, all-knowing, and is exclusive to Him. You know, know when you are traveling, whether you are traveling during cold, so that you can prepare adequately. Come with thick, at least you need one for you to get. You can always get around. And if you are traveling during hot weather, of course, you not wear cold. You need to understand the seasons that you are coming into China. You need to understand if China, they're having festivals, they have break. Recently there was a break, no, there was a break. Their New Year break. So imagine you came to China to that, and Chinese don't joke with their break because they work all year long. They work day and night. So you see that break, they don't joke with it. They all travel to their respective homes. Abi, you think that they live in Guangzhou? No, they all travel to their respective homes for the holiday. They don't joke with their holiday. So imagine you're coming around that period, market will not be open, bus station will not work. Recently there was typhoon, and even metro wasn't working. Everybody was indoors. Yeah. So you need to understand, ask questions. Ask questions. If you are coming during summer, you are coming during winter when it is cold, you just need to ask adequate questions so that you not be frustrated. You need to know if there's a Chinese holiday. You need to know which time for people. Currently, there's Canton Fair. I believe if it has not, ended before this video drops, and you, of course, because there's Canton Fair, so many things, activities are going on. So do your research very well. If you need to learn before you come to China, by all means, please do. Like I said, this list is inexhaustive. There might be some part that I've not touched, but I can tell you that if you followed my part one and this part two, you're almost there. You're almost there, because I really took my time to break down some things in this video so that you can really, really understand or maneuver your way around when you come, or when and if you come to China. So I still remain Madam Sabi, your number one trusted partner for China sourcing and procurement. And over here, we know what we do. You know what we do. We are good at what we do. And we'll take you through the sourcing process to the procurement process. We also assist you with shipping, and will not just stop there till your goods get to you right at your doorstep. Well, not necessarily at your doorstep. When it gets to Nigeria, from there we'll still follow you up. We get through you, we customize, we help you with every little details. And people say, hey, it's only for people in Nigeria. We've worked with people that are not Nigerians all over the world. We've sourced for them to specification in details. We've worked with brands, organization. We've worked with companies. Recently, we did a job for NDL, Nigerian Distilleries Limited, and trust me, they super loved it. For business owners, we have a lot of them that are reselling. You see, some of your popular vendor are our people. And for individuals, we've done quite a number of. So you can trust us. We are trusted. We are reliable. We are dependable. So whatever you need in China, as long as it is in China, China, impossibility is nothing to us. We'll get it to you. That is our job. So you can use any of our services today. Subscribe, like, share, turn on your post notification. We are everywhere on Instagram as PKunzy Ventures Limited, on TikTok as PKunzy Ventures Limited. We have a WhatsApp and Telegram group. Our Telegram group is very active, Madam Sabi of Procurement. We are on LinkedIn, PKunzy Ventures Limited. We are on Facebook, PKunzy. So you can see that we are not using different names. The only thing is that this is Madam Sabi, the brand, and the face behind PKunzy Ventures Limited. And we have dedicated staff, that are there. And most of the time, people that have done businesses, you know that I take my time to, when you send a message, you might send a message on Instagram and I may not see it because of workload and the rest of that. But if you chat with Madam Sabi business line, Madam Sabi will respond to you, because of course you are premium clients and we don't joke with you. You are our pride, you are our joy. You are the ones keeping us in business. And without you, who is Madam Sabi? So please use any of our services today. And if you have any question, you can drop in the comment. I'll try my best to reply and respond as much as I can. And we call it a day today. In our next video, we'll be talking about something of, and if you want me to talk or touch any topic at all, drop it in the comment section. As long as it is about China, trust me, I'll do justice to it. See you later. Bye.